Welcome back, everyone, to Blood on the Bayou Circuit Series, event number two here at The Adventure Begins. We've got Alex and Charles on Victor, Alex on Aurora. This is top four. One of these individuals will be making it to the grand finals of our Blood on the Bayou event. I think they're competing for, you know, $500 put on by The Adventures Begins. Probably a long day of flesh and blood for both of these competitors, but looking forward to seeing what they've got for us today. I'm here with Josh. How are you doing, Josh?
I'm doing well. I'm so excited to see a Guardian here, the only Guardian at the event in top four. Just running through these aggro decks.
Yeah, what do you think Victor can specifically do against these aggro decks that makes him kind of a good choice in this meta?
I think that the ability to run these block cards, win clashes, get the value off of the clashes, because these aggro decks are all sending 4 power attacks. If you can win your clashes consistently, get the value off of it, build up your gold, send the play the gold man estate, send these massive attacks from gold man estate, and also present disruption into decks that just have no they just do not want to block. And while the guardian attacks are not always like, hey, on hit do a thing, it's still difficult to block a lot of these really tall attacks even to get the crush effects off. So I think with all of that, that Victor is just going to win. Is just trying to win clashes. Just win clashes, get value, send big guardian attacks, do guardian things. You get to play the two best cards in together in Flesh and Blood, being Command and Conquer and Pummel, and you just naturally want to do that. So, I mean, it seems that this meta being so aggressive and not wanting to block is ripe for a guardian to come in and just kind of run the table, and that's what we've seen Charles do most of the day.
Yeah, we've
So
seen exactly what you've talked about. Uh, Charles hitting aggro decks. Aurora earlier, we saw that. CNC pummel over the top. What a back-breaking kind of combo that is.
even with the nasty electromagnetic somersault, if you're able to pummel over it, it's fine. It's fine. Alex here showing what we want to call this,
Aurora
spice.
spite,
It's
Aurora love maybe by
There you
having the
go.
by using the art cards, getting
I had
started with their
never
shuffle. Yeah,
I hadn't seen anybody do that, and I thought that was really really cool. I actually played Alex in round one. I was on Vincent and did not so well this day, but he's quite the player. I'll be honest, because I brought Vincent to prey on aggro decks, and we got into a really close, grindy end game, and he recognized that, well, you're Vincent, and you're going to keep sending your 2 to 3 rune chance, and eventually you're going to stumble. And if I just like keep kind of blocking you out, that you're going to stumble, and eventually I'm going to be able to just send a full card hand to you. And that's exactly what he did. So, Alex definitely pretty good player here. He is a Houston local. We also got Charles, Houston local. Um,
Charles usually
Beautiful.
uh, has his Teklovasin playmat because generally a Teklovasin main, but today has come up on Victor and has really been crushing, pun intended, the competition. Um,
Yeah.
like I've said before, we saw him pummel a lot of foes into submission, and now getting started with Aurora versus Victor. I wanted
And
to
do
touch
you
on something that you said earlier, Josh. Um, Alexander able to block out pretty effectively against a Vincent. Why do you think that rune blades get so much respect and are able to block so effectively?
All I can think is that James White just loves rune blades and just
He just
wants them to
loves the
be
Rude Blades.
successful.
He
Yeah.
wants them to LL, maybe. Alexander on the combo planet looks like Crown of Dominion, or Crown, oh yeah, Crown of Dominion, and also the
Aether
Aether Weaves,
Ironweave.
Aether Iron Weaves, yes. Um, Hard to see his uh, foot choice of footwear, but I believe it's probably the Lightning Greaves, if I had to guess.
Yeah, Alex opening up here with a pretty sweet hand with Gone in the Flash and just a natural Gone in the Flash and Blink. Pretty cool stuff to just like rip off the top and in an arsenal. But Charles here gonna do the guardian thing of saying, "Hey, here's a CNC, and I've got some cards in hand. What are you gonna do about it?" So Alex is gonna look at it here, and he gets caught with a D react in hand. Not what you want. Not what you want to see is Alex. With the
Yeah,
CNC coming in.
definitely not the greatest thing is when all of your cards, you can't make good use of your cards here. Charles posturing for a pummel here.
John, would you like a little bit of Charles lore while we're here
Yeah, absolutely. Give it
pondering
to
the
me,
session?
Josh.
So Charles has his first rated event. He is the Spice King, and he shows up with Brainstorm Kano, and is able to take one or two games off of people at his first rated event. So Charles, definitely little bit of a little like kind of an anti-meta spicy guy.
Yeah, off meta king. I think that Brainstorm Kano is degenerate, and I absolutely hate it. So, but here, Charles, you got to respect him for the Victor choice into this meta, and snap block, snap plays the pummel as
Plays the
Alexander
pummel.
is still thinking about his blocks.
Alex still pondering the blocks. Charles getting so excited for the pummel. Wanted to be a reaction step like so badly. And now Alex is sitting here saying, well, I mean, this is a rated event. I wasn't quite done. Well, we'll see how this shakes out here.
Yeah,
Uh,
still had his hands on the cards. Finally says, "All right, that's it. I know you're coming for me. Give it to me." There it is, the
Throw down the
pummel.
pummel. Going to discard.
Arc
That
lightning.
is a
Wow.
beautiful arc lightning.
Yeah, extended arc lightning. Uh, and we know that Alexander is kind of on a little bit of a combo plan. Losing an arc lightning this early uh, maybe forces him to take a little longer to find the combo.
Definitely had it stashed in Arsenal, so the CNC was very timely there. It was, I mean, honestly, very timely play with the CNC pummel with the combo piece in Arsenal and a D react caught in hand. And Twine Lightning coming out with no fusing, so just a 0 for 4. But this does give Charles the ability, if he has some of his Clash cards in hand, to get some value off of it. Is just going to take the 4, keep the 4 cards, and see if he can send something back and maybe set up an Arsenal. Oh, actually, I did not expect this. I didn't realize he was running so much go again. He had, I guess he had to, because Enigma was here. But Enlightened Strike coming out, just gonna send. Yeah, it has to be 5. It's definitely go again.
Yeah, two cards in hand. Not able to pummel this one. Um, what do you think about how some of these decks change now that both Aurora's gone, Enigma also gone, Zen also gone? Where does this leave kind of the meta as it stands?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm real. I know that Florian has been showing up, but I'm not really sure. This is a really cool play
This is a
though.
really cool play though. Lightning Valley pinging with the Sigil of Suffering on Charles's turn.
So Charles with the AB1 could pay into it if he wants to. Let's see. What is he going to... Charles giving it a think here. If he wants to give him the extra card, and he says, no, I do not. And going to have Alex take the 2.
Yeah, I think that's
Close.
probably the right choice. Getting 2 cards off the Lightning Valley uh, once on your turn, and then the again on the Aurora's turn, I think just entirely too valuable.
Yeah, I think Charles is going to take the right plan of action here and do the Guardian thing and just kind of play it a little bit slower.
Play it
So
slower, get set up that arsenal. Maybe would have liked to use that card in his arsenal on that turn, but choosing instead to arsenal.
and we see the hand a little bit clunky. Just going to send the Snatch with the Rune Chant. So able to give the draw to Alex so that he can sit on an arsenal, or trounce. So going to resolve the first one here. Alex going to make sure he understands how this works.
Definitely not winning that clash against the sigil.
So then
Oh,
he flips. So Charles, having to break the gold here, wins the first part of the first trounce. Second trounce shows up, and it looks like Charles did not win that one. So the first trounce does not go in the favor of anyone. So now we're going to resolve the second one. Have our judge here making sure that everything is good.
another Gone in the Flash. Oh no, bottoming that
That goes to
Gone in the
the...
Flash. Yeah. Now revealing Arc Lightning. Okay, looks like losing or wasn't able to win the second one.
Was not able to win the second trounce because I don't think that the second reveal on the second clash on trounce
Mm-hmm.
bottoms. So
Yeah.
then he just automatically loses the first part of the second trounce.
Okay.
But so nobody
Alexander,
getting anything there, and
unfortunate for Charles. You started this broadcast thinking that Victor would be able to clash his way to victory. Wasn't able to do that. Charles looking up into the sky after seeing his hand, maybe not in love with what he's seeing, but he's
that
got a
was
CNC.
CNC with the tunic and an arsenal, one floating, and Alex with the flicker wisp in hand.
Yeah, would love to see Alexander flip up a arc lightning here. Unfortunately, just a snatch. Oh wow,
His
natural
has the
combo.
natural combo.
Yeah, natty.
Natural
Uh,
combo with arc
with the
lightning
channel
or with channel out. Yeah.
with the channel Lightning Valley. I mean, this is going to be a brutal turn.
Yeah, off the back of losing the double trounce. Ooh,
Yeah,
all right.
here we go. Alexander in full control of this game now would have been especially scary if he had that snatch in arsenal as well.
Yep, and there goes the flicker wisp, and Charles, not there is only AB1 on the board, so going to draw off of the channel lightning valley here. So 2 arcane for every instance of go again. This card is really this is a pretty rough go here
Yeah,
that Charles is going to have. So still with one, did pitch the blue already, so going to try and preserve as much life. Second strike coming in for 4 go again. Going to try
off of
and
the arc
clash
lightning.
here.
This is a ravenous.
It was a clash.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and because it's a test of might, I'm pretty sure. I think
So second strike
it's
coming in.
test of strength. My bad, because he wins the gold. Yeah.
Aether Ironweave probably taking two here. Needs to update the life counters on the. Oh, there it is. So two resources floating.
Pops the
Gonna pop
gold.
the gold. Go again. Ping two. Draws
Draws a
again.
card. So
Looks
now
like a
with a
current funnel. We
ravenous,
know he has that Ravenous Rabble. Yeah.
yeah, current funnel, ravenous rabble, and the why can I not remember the name of that card? It's the instant that gives him +3.
Oh yeah. Electrostatic
Electrostatic
discharge.
discharge. See, we're coming together now.
Alexander
Me and you are
Prage.
in sync.
Yeah. There it is. Has sees the red off the top. Charles donating the rest of the hand. It's gonna take a lot more damage here. Would have loved to
We got.
keep that Spinal Crush.
I know that's oh, and again another instance of go again.
Make it a rune
Off the
chant.
gloves. RuneShark
Starfall for
also.
2 and 2. It feels like something that we've seen before.
There may have been a little sword here that we don't have access to anymore, in only in LL.
Yeah.
Rosetta Thorn, I think we call it that. Even
Just
recently
brings
banning it in
nightmares.
Commoner.
Yeah. What a nightmare card that was. Charles passing back, no cards left in hand.
Another
Alexander,
Flicker Wisp.
wait, another natty combo?
No, no Arc Lightning, but
No,
another
that's
Flicker
not an arc
Wisp.
lightning. Okay. He's gonna play it out.
He's gonna play it
Has
out.
the burn up
Fusing.
shock. Just a little bit more value out of this flicker, out of these flicker wisps.
And let's see, probably throws down the shock for 2 Arcane. It's pretty. Whew. These back-to-back turns been rough. So at minimum, so Charles gonna take the 2 here. Take 3. I don't understand why he takes 3. Maybe we were missing one of the life.
Maybe he did not take the flicker wisp damage previously.
Yeah, I think that he only took 1 from the previous Flicker
Yeah,
Wisp.
yeah.
Comes Starfall in, threatening 2 and
5.
5. And Charles just gonna block out.
Yeah, cannot really afford to take much more damage here if he wants to have the cards to really mount an offense
Still
later.
sending in, was still able to send in the Miller's Grindstone.
Yeah, Alexander having to think about or having a read of what the Miller's Grindstone does. Looks slightly impressed.
So again, more clashes that Charles is trying to win here.
Has not had much
the
luck
3 for 4.
in the previous clashes though.
Has not. Well, he did win a test of strength, so he got his gold back. So he does have the ability to try and get a clash to go in his favor off of the gold.
Yeah, hasn't really seen any of his other power cards though in the gold main estates. Just hasn't really been able to put much of an offense. I think the only thing he's swung back with this entire game are CNCs.
Yeah, I think that you are 100% correct. Uh, I don't even know if Goldman Estate is really going to do much for you here without that much gold. Losing, no, oh no,
Losing the
still.
snatch.
Did he put the snatch in grave?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that is an incorrect there.
No, it is.
So
If you win, destroy the top
oh,
card of
you
the
mill
deck.
it. You're right. Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
Miller's Grindstone.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Sword for one.
It's just one, dude.
It's just one.
And then is going to play. This is not
I
sizzle.
think it. I don't think it's sizzle.
It's definitely not. It is spark spray.
I believe you are correct. It is Spark Spray.
Where does this card even? Is this a? Oh,
I'm
this is
fairly
the
sure.
Aurora. This is the
Yeah.
Aurora deck. Okay. So 0 for 4. Um, when this is defended by one or more cards, you may pay one. If you do, it gets +1. So no go again. This is a interesting card to include with the no natural go again. All right. Little spicy tech here from Alex. Able to possibly do the pump here. Charles gonna give him 2 cards.
One
The
of them a
third
CNC, the third
the
CNC,
third
and
CNC
the
choke
pummel.
slam.
Would have loved to use that pummel CNC, but wasn't able to.
I think Charles trying to slow down the game a little bit. Just block out a lot, preserve some life, and whittle down the Aurora. Get the life totals a little closer.
I think that's probably the right move,
I agree.
but
I
has
think that's where we're wanting to be.
yeah, but really has a kind of a mountain to climb, especially if Alexander, decides again not to block.
So Charles
Wow.
losing the clash here, revealing, oh,
There's a
feeling the
rouse, maybe?
rouse the ancients, and to the enlightened strike. So taking the -1 on the Miller's Grindstone. So now paying 3 for 3 on Miller's Grindstone.
Not exactly what you want to see.
And there is
The
the
third
Channel
Flicker Wisp.
Lightning Valley with the third Flicker Wisp. 2 Arcane coming in. Can't do anything about it. Going to draw off of this Channel Lightning Valley. And there is a Lightning Press in hand with an Enlightened Strike and a Burn Up Shock.
That could absolutely just close out this game. Charles having a look through the deck, maybe trying to think, have I seen a lightning press so far?
Yeah, getting in a little bit, not seeing a single Lightning Press. Your Spidey senses start tingling a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. There it
What
is.
about the Burn
Burn
Up
up shock.
Shock? Still take 1 from the Flicker
Yes,
Wisp.
definitely one because of the flicker wisp. Now burn up effect active. Oh, if he wants to use this enlightened strike, would have to bottom the lightning press.
Looks
Instead,
like
choosing, I believe that's a static shock.
ah,
Or no, flittering charge. It is a flittering charge.
and it
And
gets go again
and
here because of the. So that is 4, 3, 7 plus another 5 Arcane. Is 13?
I think Charles maybe close to dead here. Blocking, I think 3 with that golden sun.
12. This is 12. Able
Oh,
to
okay.
de-react here. And then able to pay into some of the Arcane. 3. He's already blocking 3, 4, 5. On the 7, take 2 physical, and then the burn up shock going to be
Another 5
another
damage.
5. So going down to 4. Alexander thinking if he wants to throw the Starfall here.
Yep.
Saying, yup, give me another card. Charles does. That's 2 of his
Golden Sun's blocked with.
Golden Suns.
Maybe you should have pitched a Golden Sun instead to kind of move the quick dodge flexors instead of giving up the Golden Sun, but maybe kind of understands this game is not going late enough for me to see this Golden Sun again.
Sending in the Miller's Rhinestone for 3. And here comes
Flittering charge.
Flittering.
Wow. Stacked together 3 Golden Suns. And then
And that's
a Lightning Press.
Lightning Press for the win.
Wow. Charles, a little unlucky in this game, lost a lot of clashes, wasn't really able to come with the destructive effects except for that CNC. Alexander winning pretty handily, 20-4. Found the combo really early, was able to continue grinding away with that arcane damage on off of 3 flicker wisps. What do you think about that game, Josh?
Pretty unfortunate for Victor here, losing, like you said, losing so many of the clashes, and just Alex seeing all the flicker wisp that he needed with arcane damage on top of it. Pretty rough, but Alex here making it to the finals. That's pretty exciting for him. Charles had a really good run here on Victor. Can't be too upset about it. I think he was the number 1 seed coming into this. So, yeah. I guess we will see you in the finals coming up next. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thanks.